Hey guys, it's Anne Marie. So I'm gonna get some readings out, but before I start doing my readings, I wanted to share, kind of like give an update. So, I've been looking for work, and a position came to me that I really, really want, that I would be really good at. I've never done this type of position before, but I really, really want it. And one of the qualifications, or one of the things you had to do with your application, was your college transcript. And, to prove that, you went to college. And so I was like, whoa, I know I have it. It's somewhere like, I have some bags packed in my car, like important documents and stuff. And so I knew I had a copy of it. So I was rummaging through, and I have a red bag. And so I got this red bag out, and everything but the transcripts were in there. I found the cats' records. I found their tags. Worm medicine, which has been in the cold, so I don't think it's even good now. But I found everything but what I really needed. And so it was challenging, because then you have to pay for them. And so I used the last of my money to order these transcripts in hopes of getting this job. And I also went to apply for, like a retail job. They have multiple locations all over the city. However, the only one that was hiring was at a little bit of a distance further than I would care to have gone. However, I went and applied for it, and she's in training, so she'll get back to me midweek or whatever. I did meet the manager. Oh, it's 4:44. And so when I left that place, I went and stopped and saw my grandparents, and I'll attach the video at the end of this. It's nothing big, but I went and saw my grandparents' grave, and talked to them. So anyway, when I was going through the red bag, and I didn't find my transcripts, I found some things that I'm glad I went through the bag, because I finally found one of my selenite wands. If you know anything about this can recharge your other stones. You can, I sat here for a while, I was just holding it, and I rubbed it all over my body. And when the cats come out, we had the fire department here last night, so everybody was up, and the cats were freaking out, so I haven't seen them too much today. But when I do see them, I'll rub this on them, because I always cleanse my cats as well. And I'm unable to burn sage or Palo Santo, where I'm currently at. And so I'm glad I found my selenite wand, and I found one of my favorite pieces of tiger's eye. This tiger's eye actually healed. I used to have tears in my stomach and esophagus, and I meditated and did a lot of work with tiger's eye, and magically those things disappeared, and I didn't have to take the horrible medication that they were trying to get me to take. This was back in 2017. So I was glad I found that, and I found my amethyst point. And that those are great things too. I also found a folder of, I walked away from a whole office of all my therapy stuff, my worksheets that I developed, that I acquired over the last 30 years of social work. But one of the folders I found is a Excel worksheet that I developed, and it was my weekly spiritual ritual checklist. And so I'm sitting here looking at it, and I was like, wow, I really kind of set the bar high for myself. And then I judge myself when I can't do the things that I set the bar up for, right? And like every day I had like tons of things. And so I was working through it today, and I was like, oh, I have to rearrange some things and change some things. I put on here, pray to my spirit team, grounding, meditation, journal. I scratched some stuff out. The yoga and stretching, I scratched that out. Mindful breathing, recite affirmations. That was just the AM. And of course, I have PM, journaling, more affirmations and meditation. And then it's funny, at the bottom, I put, as often as possible, I put grounding, outdoors, creative outlet, volunteer, and give back. And what's funny is those three things are now a must for me. If not daily, every other day. And so I got to here thinking, and I made this maybe 2 years ago. And so it got me thinking how important it is for, take what resonates, for us to first give ourselves a break and kind of reevaluate our expectations that we have of ourselves. I'm not saying we set ourselves up for failure. However, I'll just speak for me that I always have like a not grandiose, but a large list of things I really, in my mind's eye, I really want to do. And I know that will help me. But then when I can't get them all done, then I start to shame myself and I start to feel guilty. And so I kind of started to readjust this and kind of scratch things out. I don't have a laptop anymore, so I can't redo it, but it doesn't matter. I have a couple copies of it, and so I kind of rewrote some stuff. And I was really surprised that I actually do quite a few of these things every day, which is the praying to spirit team, grounding, meditating. I do that throughout the whole day. I'm always in constant, because that's the only people I have to talk to are my spirit team and my ancestors. And so, and I did, I love to write, but because of all the major problems I've had with my right hand, like I've had major injury to this hand, 7, 8, 10 times. Most recently, almost cut my whole damn thumb off. So it's hard for me to write, and I don't have a laptop, but I did start to get back to journaling a little bit, and it felt kind of awkward today. So anyway, just kind of give yourself a break. If you have to readjust your to-do list, your schedule, just do a minimum of 3 things a day. A minimum. And it could be, make sure you brush your teeth every day. Minimum. Wash your face every day. Minimum. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to do a minimum. And for me, my minimum is meditate, speak to my ancestors, spirit guides, and of course brush my teeth. And I always have to take care of the cats, but maybe this was a message for someone to kind of give yourself a break and readjust your checklist or your things that you give yourself to do every day, to give yourself a break and readjust it to the times that are going on in your life and what you're able to do in your environment or in your current life situation. And maybe just do a bare minimum 3 every day, so that way you'll get something done every day, which is okay. We're somewhat human, some of us. Anyway, I hope that you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal, don't harm. Hey, you guys, it's Anne Marie. Well, as you can see, I'm in a cemetery. Even my blanket couldn't help here, so visiting my grandparents. It's been a while since I've been able to visit them, and I needed to see them. I hate that it's flooded right here. It drives me crazy. I already know where my aunt and uncle are buried, even though there's not a marker. I mean, my shoes are soaked already. I had to get the dates again of their birth and death for some reason. Something told me to get their dates again. And so I'm taking pictures and remembering their dates. Also, so I can remember their horoscope sign. I hope everybody's having a great day. The weather just won't let up for me to get outside. And I'm seeking work. So I actually got dressed today. It's starting to rain, so we're going to head out. But I wanted to spend some time with them. Anytime I feel confused or not which direction to go to, I always call on. Well, every day I talk to my ancestors and spirit guides. Get them in the background there. Internet wasn't around when they were here. I speak to them all the time. It's still good to, I don't know. I mean, I know it's just their marker, and I know their spirit is alive with me everywhere I go, and I know it's just their earthly bodies are here. I don't know, it just makes me feel better when I go and see them. Especially when I'm feeling alone. Even though I'm not alone, okay? It brings me comfort just to see their names, I guess. So I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal, don't harm.